Hey, yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Derek Branch here of Strike7Sports.com. And I just want to talk about the recent news that's been put out lately around the revolving the New Orleans Pelicans, and that's about their top player, the superstar, Zion Williamson. So, if you don't know by now, Stan Van Gundy was fired yesterday after one season with the team. David Griffin, did a press conference yesterday in the afternoon at 3 o'clock, talking about how philosophical, hope I said it right, philosophical differences led to his departure, things of that matter, differences of philosophy, opinions, how to run a team brand, eventually led to Van Gundy's departure. His exit. So a day later, yesterday, well, the firing went down on Wednesday. Thursday, yesterday, the next shoe dropped. So an article came out from the Athletic, revealing everything. Still trying to read up on it. From Shams Charania of the Athletic and Stadium, and New Orleans native, current Pelicans beat writer Will Guillory contributed to the report as well about Zion Williamson's family is upset with how the team has been ran, and they wanted with another team to play with another team. So, my thoughts on that is we don't know what family member said that. We don't know who it was who pushed that comment out to the media. We don't know unless it's from Zion Williamson himself. I wouldn't be all too concerning about that right now. He's still in the contract. Family members, this is nothing new. Family members have done this in the past in sports, NFL. Not as much in the NFL, but have done it. Family members have came out and said things, or expressing their frustration with their son or son playing with a particular team. And in the NBA, it happens a lot, so it's not anything new. And it was gonna gain traction regardless, because it's Zion Williamson, and he's in a small market. So here's the thing, man. The Pelicans organization brought this on themselves. They did. This team doesn't have a solid track record of building contending teams. You don't hear nobody pushing any narratives on Ja Morant leaving Memphis. You don't hear it. It's Ja Morant in the squad. It's a good team. Memphis has a solid, strong track record of being a player in the West. Not on the level of a San Antonio or a Golden State, but they're always in the playoffs. They were for a extended period, for a brief period before John Morant came. They were in the playoffs a lot. They made a couple deep runs a few years ago, before John Morant got there. But nobody saying anything about John Morant going to this team or going to that team. The Pelicans, man, what they need to do is hire a coach, man, that's relatable to Zion Williamson and these younger players. I just felt like Stan Van Gundy, I'm gonna say it again, this did not fit with this team for his style. Also, I know he's a great teacher and all that and everything, and great guy. I like his stance on social justice. He's great, but on the court, man, I just think he's not the guy for this team. He was a failure in Detroit. We saw how things turned out with him and Dwight Howard in Orlando. Miami, he just up and left. Yeah, they had to move on from him, and Pat Riley had to take over. Team won the championship, so he doesn't have a good track record of me of maintaining success. It's always a build up, build a team up, priming for contention, and then there's this drop off, drop off. So that was just a big red flag to me. And David Griffin deserves the blame, because I felt like, to me, it was a thing of, hey, I could just get this coach X, Y, and Z, and he'll fit in. He'll coach Zion. Nah, man, it don't work like that, man. I believe the Pelicans can be a major player in the Western Conference, but they have the margin for error, along with other small market teams, is slim compared to these bigger market teams like the Lakers, Brooklyn, Clippers. Who else out there? Miami. Phoenix. Well, I think Phoenix is not a big market, but you get what I'm saying. Boston. They got the resources to quickly assemble their teams and be relevant once again. Whereas the Pelicans do not. They have to build by the draft, man. Build by the draft, and then they have to make sure that the pieces around the star players, around Zion and BI, fit, that they all sync. Similar to how Golden State was built. Golden State Warriors were built through the draft. Plain and simple, they were. I understand that there's this narrative about them being the super team and all that, but yes, they became that. But they were built through the draft, and they were pretty successful before Kevin Durant got there. And when Durant got there, that was just the extra. That was just the icing on the cake. All them guys came through the draft for Golden State. Draymond Green, Steph, Clay. All of them. The Pelicans can do that with this team. They can. You got David Griffin. One thing I'll give him credit for is that he knows how he's done a good job building, getting talent through the draft. We got Carol Lewis, Jackson Hayes, Nicole Alexander Walker. Who else is out there? Yeah, Jackson. I named them all. I think. Yeah. You got Zion now. So we got a good young core, man. We just got to finish out the rest. We got to build out the rest of the roster. Get the coach that can come in and get these players to buy in. And improve on the defense, man. I'm not saying that I'm not dismissing what this family member said, but it's Zion's decision to do this, to be committed to the Pelicans, man. This ain't Duke basketball, bro. This is the NBA, man. Another thing I want to address. This is the thing about him. There's like people made a big deal about him going to the New York Knicks, because the way he was talking about being under the bright lights in Madison Square Garden playing. So he don't want to play for SVG, but rather go get traded to the Knicks and play for Tom Thibodeau. You know what I'm saying? And in my opinion, just to be fair, I think Tibbs and SVG is cut from the same cloth as far as coaching style. I just think Tibbs may, the players may be able to buy into Tibbs' system over there, but that's a veteran team for the most part, not compared to the Pelicans. Tibbs didn't work out in Minnesota. He didn't get along with Jimmy Butler. So the grass is not green on all the sides, Zion. Not all times. So I'm not gonna, stress out too much about what the family member said. We don't know which family member said that. Could have been an uncle. It's always an uncle that's saying so. Cousin, who knows, man. But it's the time of the year where, a lot of big stories come out, and I understand that, and People trying to generate revenue with these sites, big outlets and all that. They're trying to recoup this money from the pandemic. They lost a lot of websites lost a lot of money last year. Cut staff and everything. But anyways, man, I ain't gonna hold you up too much. Longer with this video. That's all I had to want to put out for y'all. Just want to put out how I felt about the situation. That's all I have for y'all for right now. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel in the comment section below about the situation. Are you worried about what Zion Williamson leaving New Orleans soon, or you're not gonna plan to what was said by the family member? Also in the description box below, check out strike7sports.com for latest content on NFL, and the NBA, much more. Have a blessed day. Please subscribe to the channel. Peace. Also, if you're someone on IG, do the same. Comment and follow. Peace.